Good morning, Niskuna High School. Live from our TV studio, would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And a very good morning to you here from our TV studio. First, I want to congratulate all of our staff and students involved in the Orchestra Festival, which took place this Wednesday at Proctor's Theater. It was a great show. Our high school was very well represented. We had over 300 performers district-wide and a guest conductor. Great job to all who were involved. Now for some announcements. The following students should see Mrs. Pizzino Catalano at this time: Jonathan Burstein, Randall Marr, Olivia Kim, and Andrew Fraderigo. The varsity baseball team will be selling tickets to their game at Joe Bruno Stadium on May 1st. You can pick up tickets next week during lunch mods. They are $5 a piece, and all proceeds will go directly to the American Cancer Society, help support the fight against cancer. The Creative Writing Club will be having a meeting on Monday, March 30th to start planning for Java Jive. We'll be doing a fun writing activity. The What to Read Book Club will meet on Monday, March 30th at 3 o'clock in the library. If you were not able to make the last meeting, please join us on Monday. We are reading Electric City by Elizabeth Rosner. She will visit Niskuna on April 24th. She's a graduate of our high school, and there will be copies of the book available in the library if you still need one. And lastly, we have students who have to pick up items in the attendance office: Nick Pagin, Mike Flashpolar, Kyle Cox, Jonathan Reitz, and Kyle Pick. And that's all I have. Let's turn it over to our student anchors.
Thanks, Principal Rickert. Good morning, Niskuna. Today is Friday, March 27th. I'm Santhosh.
And I'm Elias. Here's your latest school news. There will be a live expression concert on Friday, April 17th. Come here to hear the best live music from our students. Performers include Broadcasting Club's Eric Flashpolar, Senior James Azzaretti, and the band 404.
Also, in live music news, Java Jive is coming up on April 24th in New Cav. Come here, fellow students, perform acoustic music and poetry. The cost is $5, and proceeds will benefit the Heifer Fund. It's going to be a fun time.
As if you may recall, Mr. DeCaesar's TV production class has been working hard these past 2 weeks to produce clips and shows for us. Here are Jake and Jackie discussing the ongoing controversy over homework.
As you might have heard, the educational institution of homework, as we've always known it, has come into question by instructors and academics throughout the entire nation. As of late, how teachers should assign work has become a controversial and sensitive issue.
So how does homework hinder students' love of learning? How does it help? How does it impact learning? And how did a little school in Manhattan ignite the embers of controversy?
It all started when PS 116, a small primary school on East 33rd, decided to do away with traditional homework and instead encourage their students to play and spend time with their families.
Some parents feel that their kids are wasting their time doing busy work, which wastes time and hampers the students' ability to work studying and household chores into their schedules, while others feel that homework is essential to solving the United States' lagging math and science scores.
And there's merit to both of these opinions. Noticeable improvements in test scores have been shown in academic studies on the effects of homework. However, large amounts of work have also been shown to limit time for creative pursuits and personal interests of pupils. So what do you think?
Well, I don't completely disagree with homework because I think that you should practice, but it's kind of overwhelming having so much homework in every class, and they encourage you to do sports and clubs, so that's how I feel. What about you?
I think that having people do a little work every once in a while is not bad, because sometimes you just run out of time to do things in class and you have to have people learn things outside of it. But having people go home and do work is really, like if you do sports, you have time to do nothing else, and then even if you don't, you are stuck doing homework all the time, and then you don't get to do things like play music, have fun, help out your parents. I don't know. Maybe you'll decide to be a good person.
Let us know what you think at #NiskiNews.
And as always, remember to send your tweets to #NiskiNews with your thoughts about homework.
Speaking of tweets, all this week, SAPE, that stands for Students Advocating for a Positive Environment, has been doing a Twitter blast to students around the school with positive messages to oppose bullying. If you get a great tweet, pass it on.
In district news, our interim superintendent releases proposed school budget for the next school year. Mr. Yelgetsky spoke to the community at the board meeting on Tuesday evening and proposed a budget that has no increase in our tax levy for community residents. Cool news, right? But remember, it's still just a proposal, and we'll wait for the state's school aid package and salary negotiations with our teachers before any funding numbers here at Niski get real. The final budget for the next school year will most likely look different from Mr. Yelgetsky's proposal, and of course needs to be voted on by the community in early May.
In other news, the 8th edition of the Warrior Track Classic is coming up on April 18th. With 18 schools and more than 700 athletes competing, this is a huge undertaking for our track staff, so they're looking for help. If you are able to measure discus, shot put, or jumps, record results, replace the crossbar for the high jump and pole vault, hand out awards, enter finish line results on a computer, or work in concession stand, then please talk to Mr. Doraco. This is a major school endeavor and help is needed. If you're in a club that wants to put a tent presence at the Warrior Classic or needs service hours, talk to your club advisor and lend a hand. So grab a friend and see how you can help out. Again, it's the Warrior Track Classic. It's on April 18th and your assistance is wanted. See Mr. Doraco.
Rehearsals for Drama Club's spring comedy, Arsenic and Old Lace, are underway. The set is being painted and the actors are hitting their marks. Arsenic and Old Lace is a zany comedy with newlyweds, old ladies, cops, criminals, and plenty of dead bodies. Performances are April 30th, May 1st, and 2nd. Drama Club always makes it the spring play a memorable one, so please make sure to check it out.
Also in club news, Youth Corps is accepting applications for its leader for next school year. If you are interested, please see Mrs. Lindsay in room C457 for more info.
News from our art department. 4 Niski students from the drawing and painting and advanced studio and art classes have qualified for the Custom Culture 2015 sneaker design contest sponsored by Vans. Congrats to Aparna Dutta, Mufanzu, Veronica Barzak, and Rebecca Orr, who had designs voted on by our art faculty. The company which sponsored the school contest, Vans, sent each pair of the students a pair of white sneakers to draw, color, and paint with their own designs. After the sneakers are decorated, the 4 will have their work submitted to the national contest. Rebecca will submit sneakers in the music category, Veronica will submit in the local flavor category, Mufan in the action category, and Aparna in the art category. Submissions will be done by April 6th. Good luck to the national contest, ladies.
Also in art news, congrats to the 6 following photography students: Alta Fox, Aiden Schreier, Becca Piazza, Katie Alden, Sophia Stewart, and Annabelle Appa. These students have been given regional awards in the nationwide 2015 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards Contest. More than 300,000 works were submitted by kids across the country in 28 categories. Our 6 Niski students now have the chance to earn scholarships and to have their works exhibited or published. Way to go.
Nice job. Hey, and if you're a senior interested in performing at graduation, please go to the counseling office by April 20th. There will be auditions on May 7th.
Hey, a shout out to our fellow juniors. If you're thinking about going to the walkthrough, prom, and the after prom, contracts will be available beginning April 14th. If you'd rather just go to the after prom at Proctor's, that's great too. The cost for after prom is $5, but you still have to get a contract. After prom will be a blacklight party with, this is the wild part, a mechanical bull. So be sure to get your contract starting on April 14th.
And finally, Nix will be holding its annual blood drive on Wednesday, April 22nd in the Blatnick Gym. Please sign up starting next week in Crossroads during lunch mods. You must be 16 or older to donate. The drive will be going on through the entire school day. Again, the drive is on April 22nd.
Well, that's all the news we have. Make it a great weekend.
Go Warriors.